Chum cham chim.
Chum, chim, chum.
Cham chim chum. So you shot Scratch. You directed it. You are here because of Scratch. Why Scratch? Why Scratch? Why not Peel?
Do you remember who named where Scratch came from? I'm sure you will remember.
Please.
Do you remember there's one time we were shooting for Young Girl here?
Okay.
Where I shot one video
Yeah.
over and before the building, this place was built.
Yeah.
Then I now did like a small montage that Bliss and Jigga were around. So I now caught like a small montage. We were trying to develop a show that time. Toby now said the show should be called Scratch.
This was donkey years ago. How am I supposed to remember every single detail?
2013. It was before we went to the UK for Eminibola. Yeah, it was 2013.
That's a long time ago.
And you were there because it was in the Situation Room.
Oh, wow.
Why is it that when you are creating score for a narrative project, you don't used to watch it? I know, I'm going to get you. Why?
Everybody's going to be on my tail.
What jazz?
From here
What
till-
jazz did you used to use? Because I don't think I even really went into details of what Scratch was. And then the songs started flying in, and I was like, the songs have to do with the show. You didn't read the script. You didn't watch the show.
Still haven't watched it. Still haven't seen X.
No, but you are going to watch this one.
This particular one. No, they're not bombing well.
But you saw episode 1.
Yeah. For that time, I'm actually, and I loved it. Funny enough, I did. In my head, I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what this thing looks like. Oh, okay. Imagine working on music for a show and you haven't seen the show. That's David Peter for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What was going through your head when...
Because it's very annoying.
What was going through your head when you were trying to
what?
create Scratch?
I just told you.
No. What exactly was going through your head? Aside what you told me. Aside what, Ilbliss them came up with.
Oh, no. So the show that they were creating that time is nothing like this Scratch. That was a completely different show. Which weird thing is like the first treatment for the first version of Scratch was written by Victor. And it was about a couple of girls who lived, still communal living, right? But the scope was slightly bigger. Some of them worked in clubs, nightlife, and some of them were video vixens. And the tension was they had to work to pay their rent, weekly rent. So they pay their rent weekly. And the woman that owned the house was mad. Right. So if you take that and now bring that into this place, it's still communal living, but the landlord, I will not go into
You don't want
that.
to delve into that? Do you have a favorite character? Do you have a favorite character?
No.
The one that you resonate with some?
No.
No.
Equally, all of them, especially because of the way we created the character. As far as I'm concerned, all of the characters one person. It's just taking one person and just dividing their different traits initially. But then when you start writing, then it starts to flesh up.
Okay.
All right. Okay. On the one hand, my favorite episode would probably be episode 4, Naka's episode. All right. But on the other hand, my favorite episode, that would just be from technical, visual point of view, be episode 5.
All right.
Okay, so music.
Aha.
So if people don't know, most of the songs were sung by the actresses.
Yes.
The only other infusion with that would be Zilla.
Zilla.
Shout out to Zilla.
Zilla.
All right. So why?
Why what?
Why?
Why
were
what?
the singers?
Why were the singers?
The actors.
The actors. Okay, most of the. Some of them, not most. Some of them. I shouldn't use most. Some of them are actual vocal performers, and to have them be around the studio, hear what's going on, and you in particular telling me that, wait, why am I going to source for vocalists out there? Where can we try? Let's try some of these actors now. This one can sing. This
Which is
other one can
weird
sing.
because Nana, I found out while we were shooting that she's actually an artist.
Can you imagine?
All right, that's the easiest character.
Yeah.
So Celia, I found out after we shot Scratch that Celia is a serial karaoke gate crasher.
Oh wow.
So Celia would find out places where they did karaoke competition, and just for the kicks of it, she would just go there and compete.
Yeah, I think you mentioned something
Yeah.
close to it.
Right. And so one day I heard her preparing for one of like the karaoke sessions, and I heard her voice. I was like, ah. And then I think we took a walk. Me, her, and I were just doing normal, just walkout one day after Scratch, and we went to, I think it was Queen F. Lyons bar in Allen, right? And then Celia started singing karaoke. I say, ha, guys, this is the person that, yes, very good.
Do you know how I know she was going to be one of the vocalists on whichever music we worked on?
How?
For Scratch. In respect to what we talked about before you even shot, I'm not sure a lot of people
we had a lot of conversation about
before you ever even
the music.
before you even
forgot
turned
about
on the
that.
camera to shoot anything, which is the way we work. We've worked over the years.
I mean, we worked like that for Inside Life, but for Scratch, it was more intense because the references, I had a lot more references, and then it was a huge leaning into gospel music.
And vintage.
Yeah.
It was vintage.
Yeah, vintage.
It was the vintage I held on to, because that's actually what I wanted to do. When I heard her voice, and then found out also that Zilla too could sing.
Could sing, yeah.
So Zilla, production, and Celia,
Actors.
artist. So I'm like, this thing don't be complete. What's going on? And then the next thing, brought in Zilla to do the first song, which is Beautiful. And heard her. And then when I recorded her, you came in, you heard, and you were like, okay.
I didn't think it'd get any better than that until Celia did that one.
the solo rendition for Zam. And then the last one was the Pain song.
Yeah. The structure for the songs is also interesting because unlike if you're doing music, just original music, you're kind of locked into the structure of how songs are. So that 2 minutes, 3 minutes, for now, because it used to be longer, all right, type of version. But then we almost try to create the songs to also feel like score. Yeah. So while each song has a side A and a side B.
That's what
it
was designed.
Yeah.
That's what it was designed.
That was designed. And I think the score, I think Wale took a lot from, because it was weird, because while he was scoring, he was also listening to you making like the original music. So, and the brief was different. For Wale, it was a lot more around jazz. Yeah. All right. A lot more around jazz. And then you just took that. So there would be times where Wale would like, why am I trying to play anything here? Because what this charmer is doing is disturbing. Can I just take that and put it here? Just make my life a lot easier.
What's your favorite thing about Scratch?
My favorite thing about making Scratch, I planned on it being just the flexibility, me having technical flexibility and me not shooting with big cameras and just being free, right? From a technical point of view. It didn't really completely end up that way, because then I had to complicate it by doing 2 cameras, right? Which I'm not used to. But it ended up being that the best part of it was working with the actors.
You know the beautiful thing about Scratch for me? The music. The fact that we spoke about it in detail before one key was touched on the keyboard and everything came together. Even the one that Wale made, everything sounds like
The scorist. Wale the scorist.
I love Scratch.